Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will take the field first. Handoff from the gun. Not much room there. They'll give it one to the 9. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically. They're on a crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line with their schools now.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other on high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 has been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hot mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players in the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football. That is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
To the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. When you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low score. So good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The give to the back. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's easy. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job, Mike.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically, jaw that football, knock it out. Nice job.
why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this knee on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on fourth and short from the 50. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Give to the right back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost the fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's McAllister. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on third and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to beat the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play. Get the huge first down on third and long.
Got 3 on first down and second and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's caught. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time.
Yeah, man, that's the nice part about the Iowa playbook. Gives me empty again.
And creating the explosive play.
And the Hawkeyes
I love that jailbreak screen too.
they'll use the running game.
Oh, I missed the hole.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that thing down a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits zero. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Ball. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football. And the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Davis. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard.
Had to clip that one.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time,
Love seeing a fire zone hit home.
free, bounce right into the defender's hands. He makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durant. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Ship into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
Going to swing it on second down. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this
Clipped
game.
both of those.
Because they are getting after
And it was back to back.
generating multiple
That was
sacks.
sweet.
We thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third and long, he'll try to go for it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time.
And it's important to put that punt behind it. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They got it down to the 21. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And that'll be a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. On the run, still looking. On a little time, lets it go.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good
Yes, sir.
team, and they stop him
The
at the
plan.
21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out of bounds. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the true freshman. We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Cyclones line up to punt it away and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. He's going to the man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse now looking for a deep man. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Picked up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for the Knicks.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping.
Into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Pulls it in. It's Durant.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Pettis. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You gotta area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside of the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go on down. He goes at the 39.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You probably...
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the
nice decision by the QB.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Toss sweep to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. You're interested to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's open on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down Boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter's sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we look pretty good.
He'll pull it on the read.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points.
And the quarterback really slung down back at the 43.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he's dragged down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Very little